going to be making a couple of my strawberry rhubarb pies. It's one of my husband's favorites, and so just so you know, I am using pre-made pie crust because I hate making pie crust. I know how, I've done it, I just prefer not to. So for these, I'm just doing the pre-made pie crusts. I've already got that one in and ready. This one here, I've got to trim the edges off yet. So that's what I am going to do, and then I will tell you about the rest of the recipe. One of the things you'll need to do is you will need to make sure that you have got 3 cups of rhubarb per pie. So I am going to cut me some rhubarb. I've got a couple. That's my newest one that I just planted. That one, I don't even know. And then this one, and this is my big one that just always does amazing. So anyway, I am going to cut some rhubarb and I will be back. Now the leaves of the rhubarb is supposed to be poisonous, so you only want the stems. You do not want the leaves. So I'm trying to find the healthiest ones, the ones that are turning pink. But I'm gonna need 3 cups, so that's a lot. One thing my husband does that I don't know why he does it, honestly, but whenever the rhubarb starts to bloom out, he will cut the blooms off and he won't let them go to head. So I don't know if it's supposed to help the plant out or what it's supposed to do, but I know that's something that he does. Make sure when you get the rhubarb back in the house that you wash it really good. That one's got some damage on the stem. I don't know if you can see that right through there. So I don't think I'm going to take that one. And I always try to cut the ones that are turning pink. Okay, I think that'll give me probably about 3 cups once I get it all chopped up and diced up. I hope. If not, I'll come out and cut some more. We have got our rhubarb. Okay, I have got the rhubarb rinsed off. And now I'm getting ready to chop them up. You can slice up several pieces at one time. If you come across any small bad spots, you can cut them out. You want them to be in about 1/4 inch size chunks. Yeah. So we're gonna dice these up in about 1/4 inch pieces. So I will be back after I get all of this cut up and maybe sharpen my knife. Okay, you will need 2 cups of crushed strawberries. I'm going to double the recipe though, so I am going to need a total of 4 cups, and I will just probably mash them with like my potato masher or something like that, just to kind of get them crushed. Okay, you all will need your 3 cups of sliced rhubarb. And you will need your 2 cups of sliced strawberries. You all will need 2/3 cup sugar for one recipe. So I am doubling it. So I would need just 4 scoops. I already had the other 2 in. Okay, you all, single recipe, will need 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. I am doubling it, so I'm going to need 6. I hope I got that much left because I'm not sure if I got another thing of cornstarch. So 3, 4. Thank you. 5. What the cornstarch does is, as the juices start coming out of the strawberries, the cornstarch helps to thicken it up so the pie isn't like really runny. After you have your rhubarb in the bowl, got the rhubarb, the strawberries, the cornstarch, and the sugar, you will stir it around really good. I have got the oven preset at 375. I'm getting this all stirred up. If you are using frozen strawberries, you want to make sure they are completely thawed and the water from being frozen is drained off of them before you start this. Otherwise, it will make everything really runny. But you can, with the added cornstarch, you can actually feel it thickening up as you stir it, and then of course as you cook it, it sits there and thickens up even more. But, so yep, I'll go over the recipe again real quick. Preset the oven 375. Start out at an hour, but you can bump it up to 70 to 80 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. At some point in time, you may want to put some aluminum foil around the edges if you do not have the pie edgers. 3 cups of sliced rhubarb, a 1/4 inch thick. 2 cups sliced strawberries. 2/3 cup granulated sugar. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. That is for the pie mixture. And after I get this done, then we have to work on the streusel topping, because I do not do a pie crust on top. I do an actual streusel type topping. Okay, and since I am making 2 pies, I have got to divide this between the 2 pies right now. So I'll be back. Okay, this is what it looks like without the streusel topping on top. We will be working on that next. But there's one, and there's 2. These are the pie edgers I was talking about. They have been washed in the dishwasher, so they're a little discolored, but that's the pie edgers I was talking about. You all will need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I will need 2 as I make 2 pies. And then you will need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I will need a full cup as I am making the 2 pies. It doesn't say to pack it down, but I do. Okay. There's that. And you will need a 1/2 cup or 1 stick of cold butter. So since I am doubling this, I will need 2 sticks. Normally I'm making 1 pie and I just use a fork, but this time, since I'm making so much, I'm going to try the pizza cutter and see how well that works, but I have my doubts it'll work really well. I'm going to try the pizza cutter first and see what happens. But just remember, you're making a streusel topping, and so you don't want it mushy. You don't want the butter melted. That's why it says to have, you know, cold butter. I need a tripod is what I need. There we go. Okay, I've got it pretty crumbly, so this should work for the streusel topping. And I did use the pizza cutter, and so now I'm going to put this on the pies and we will go from there. Just putting it on and spreading it out. Now, word of warning, this is going to overflow. There is no way for you to stop it. So, you're going to need either one of the silicone spillover mats or a cookie sheet or something underneath it. Because every time I've made this, it has overflowed. It's just a strawberry rhubarb pie thing, I guess. I don't know. I need to make sure I don't get too close to the edges with this, because I do have to put my pie rings on, my edgers. So I'm going to bring the other one over and do the same thing. When I cook, I try not to be an extremely messy cook. I try to be one of those people where I kind of clean as I go and, you know, not make a huge mess when I do something. I mean, it don't always work out that way, but that's kind of how I try to be in a way. So, I have just a little of the topping left, so I'll kind of try to put one more on that other one too. Okay, and that's what it looks like before it goes into the oven. My oven is set at 375. I am not one of the lucky enough people to have a silicone mat, so I will be putting a cookie sheet underneath them. Now, I know you're not supposed to open the oven door when something is cooking, but you wouldn't be able to see through my glass if I didn't. So, but that is what they're looking like right now. Sides of the crust are starting to become a golden brown, and so it's real close for me to put the pie edgers on. It's 37 minutes left of it right now, so I'll probably give it another 5 to 7 minutes ish, and then I'll put the pie edgers on. So there you go. Okay, and here is the strawberry rhubarb pie. As you can tell, I was right about it overflowing. Luckily, I had the cookie sheet underneath, and I had the edger on, but anyway, yeah, it overflowed like so bad. That's what it should look like, but better. I have made them better before. It's just this one, just yeah. Oh well. Maybe later, cut into it with some ice cream. Nom nom.